Hello and welcome to Let's Talk. Today's subject is one that affects me personally. And even though on this channel I try to be as positive as possible, this is something I want to talk about because of how much it affects me. So, what am I on about? Fibromyalgia. Yes, it's a mouthful and I usually shorten it to just Fib. To put it simply, what it is a long-term condition that causes pain all over the body. It's actually a condition that still not a lot is known about it. It is thought to be caused by changes in the way the brain processes messages about pain. There are a lot of different symptoms that go with this, but I'll focus on the main ones. Number one, which is the most common, is an increased sensitivity to pain. Another one that comes hand in hand with it is extreme tiredness. Now, this isn't just coming home from a day's work and being really tired. This is having what you think might be a good night's sleep and still waking up feel like you've literally had no sleep. Other symptoms include muscle stiffness, difficulty sleeping, problems with mental processes, also known as brain fog, and headaches. While there are other things that can be associated with this, these are the main ones. Now, currently there is no cure for this condition. However, there are treatments that can help to ease the pain. These include medicine, talking therapies, and lifestyle change. Still, down to this day, they do not actually know what causes this. It's still quite a big mystery. However, in the last few years, this condition has gained a lot more recognition in the medical world, helping those who do suffer with it. In my case, this condition affects my everyday life to the point I no longer can work. I started having symptoms of chronic fatigue syndrome when I was about 20 years old. This isn't the same as fibromyalgia, but it's always very closely related. When I first started showing symptoms, I was not having trouble with pain. It took me 5 years of going back to the doctors on a regular basis to finally be diagnosed with the condition. It started off with me just being extremely tired after my job, often napping for hours on end, and it progressed over the years to get worse to the point where about 2 years ago I was starting to really suffer with extreme pain, especially in my legs, the more physical I was, which, being in a physical job as a cleaner, obviously that really did not do me any favors. I went from working 5 days a week, then down to 3 to try help. However, that still was too much, so I then went down to 2 days. Again, that still was too much for me, sadly. I tried to find other jobs that might have suited my condition and my situation, and I thought I found one that was suitable, but I tried it out for a few months and it just didn't work. And I had to come to the realization that physical work on a regular basis, especially if I wasn't enjoying it, wasn't really possible. Obviously, it still affects me now, even though I'm not working. I will now give a rough summary of what I would consider a bad day. So to me, that would be being in pain all over my body to the point sometimes I can't even get out of bed and do the simplest of tasks. It's really frustrating sometimes. Along with the pain, obviously, I can suffer mentally as well. It can get me really, really down because obviously I'm restricted from doing a lot of things that I wish I could do. So that is roughly what I would consider a bad day. However, when I have a good day, this does not mean I'm running around having the time of my life. A good day to me is where the pain is manageable and I can actually do a few things around the house and maybe even get out the house to do a few activities. So as I said before, one of the ways to help deal with this is lifestyle changes, and that is what I've had to do. Basically, I've had to learn how my body works, what it reacts to, what I can handle, and then deal with it accordingly. For instance, say I was invited out Saturday night to go around a friend's house. Yes, I can still do that. However, I will have to plan around it to make sure I'm able to deal with it. I'm going out on the Saturday, so to me the Sunday will be my rest day, because doing things the day before will probably set off my symptoms either mildly or sometimes quite badly. It depends how active I am. So basically I have to actually think how an activity will affect me on the day after and sometimes even the week following, as it can have a domino effect. For instance, if I do something on the Friday and then the Saturday, even though I'll be resting on the Sunday, because I've done so much on those 2 days, it may affect me throughout the rest of the week. There are quite a few ways I've learned to deal with this. One is to have a positive attitude. I try to look at the best of the situation. I am thankful that I am not completely housebound. I still can do things on a limited scale, and that is amazing. I also try to make sure on a regular daily basis to get some sort of exercise in, just to keep my body going. The condition is a bit of a strange one. If I do too much, it will affect me, but if I do too little, that also will affect me. So it's basically about finding a good balance in life. Along with this, I have friends and family that are extremely understanding and helpful. So yes, it's not an easy condition to live with, but it's still possible for me to live a relatively normal life. Sadly, this is a condition that I will never get rid of. It is lifelong. However, I can live in a way that can improve the way I live. I hope this has been an interesting video and given you a little insight on what it's like to live with this condition. Catch you next time.